Hello, good morning everyone. This is my first video on YouTube and it is concerned with management and its 7 important functions. Let us first understand what is management. Management is what management does. It is the art of getting things done through and with people in the formally organized group. We manage an organization to achieve certain objective and goal. For this purpose, the manager performs some fundamental function. They are called managerial function and basically consist of 7 elements, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating, cooperation. Let's understand this function in detail. According to Henry Ford, the father of principle of management, has classified managerial function as planning, which include forecasting, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. Glulick and Ovick has classified management function into 7s. They coined the word postcard to describe the function of management. Each letter of this word denotes the initial letter of management function. P stands for planning, O stands for organizing, D stands for directing, S stands for staffing, C stands for coordinating, R stands for reporting, and B stands for budgeting. Let's understand all these concepts into detail. In this video, I have classified the management function into planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordinating, and cooperation. Let's deal into detail with planning. Planning is concerned with determination of the objective to be achieved and the course of action to be followed to achieve them. Before starting any action, one has to decide how to work will be performed and where and how it has to be performed. Thus, planning implies decision making as is to be done, how is it to be done, when it is to be done, and by whom it is to be done. Planning helps in achieving the objective efficiently and effectively. It involves selecting the objectives and strategies, policies and programs, procedures for achieving. Planning is performed by manager at every level because planning may either be for the entire enterprise or for any section or department. Therefore, now let's take second function, that is organizing. According to Henry Ford, to organize a business is to provide it with everything useful to its functioning: raw material, tools, capital, and personnel. Thus, organizing involves bringing together the manpower and material resources for the achievement of objectives laid down by the enterprise. It involves determining and defining the activities involved in achieving the objectives laid down by the management, grouping the activities into logical pattern, assigning the activities to specific position and people. Let's go with the third function, staffing. Every enterprise is very much concerned with the quality of people, especially its manager. The staffing function is concerned with this aspect of management. The managerial function of staffing involves manning the organization structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal, and development of personnel to fill the role designed into the structure. Staffing involves proper selection of candidate for position, proper remuneration, proper training and development so as to enable them to discharge their organizational function effectively, and proper evaluation of personnel. It is performed by manager of the enterprise as he is actively associated with the recruitment, selection, training and appraisal of a subordinate. It is difficult managerial function because it is concerned with selection of person who are properly qualified and mentally well adjusted to the situation. Third, now we'll come to directing. It is one of the important functions of management as it is the art and process of getting things done, while other functions like planning, organizing and staffing are merely preparation for doing the work. The directing function actually starts the work. Directing is concerned with the actuating the member of the organization to work efficiently and effectively for the attainment of organization goals. It involves the managers telling the subordinate how they have to perform job assigned to them. It is concerned with guiding, supervising and motivating the subordinate for achieving the enterprise objective. It consists of 4 sub-functions: communication or issuing the order and instruction to subordinate, guiding, energizing and leading the subordinate to perform the work systematically, inspiring the subordinate to do work with interest and with enthusiasm for the achievement of the enterprise objective, and exercising supervision over the subordinate. Next comes controlling. It is related to all the management function. It is concerned with seeing whether the activities have been or been performed in conformity with the plan. It involves sub-functions like determination of standard for the measuring work performance, measurement of actual performance, comparing actual performance with standard, finding variance between two and the reason for variance, taking the corrective action to ensure attainment of the objective. Next comes is your coordination. Coordination is a process of synchronizing the diverse function of the domain and the security unity of action. It is compared to chariot driven by multiple horses. The CEO is a charioteer like Lord Krishna. It is a conscious and the rational process of pulling together various departments of the organization in order to achieve the team objective, the company's objective in a very efficient manner. Last but not least, it is cooperation. Cooperation is a very important function when it comes to management. Cooperation deals with all part of the management, all part of the organization. It is the coordination between all the departmental works. The coordination plays a very important role when it comes to the management. Coordination can be classified into 2 types: vertical and horizontal, internal and external. Whereas vertical coordination is the coordination between different levels of management, and horizontal is used when coordination has to be achieved between different of the same level of the authority. Coordination is regarded as a very essential of management, as in order to coordinate the activity of a subordinate, a manager has to perform all other functions of management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. It must also be noted that the coordination and cooperation do not mean the same. Coordination is a much wider term than cooperation. Cooperation indicates the willingness of individuals to help each other